Okay. I just want to ask a question to you. Do you feel completely lazy? How often?
Actually, I can't describe myself as a lazy person, because if I was a lazy person, I wouldn't be here.
Okay.
First of all. Secondly, laziness is a fact everybody needs sometime. For example, if I go on holiday, if I lie on the beach, I feel comfortable. I want to be comfortable. I don't lie over there, do nothing. It's not mean laziness. But you can describe laziness different kind of laziness. There are one laziness, for example, one of them is being late. The other one is unlate. I think they like that.
Thank you. Another one? Okay.
I think laziness means that do not want doing anything.
I think maybe. Your opinion? Another? And then I will ask a question. For example, how do you exercise in your life? Do you have an answer? No? Okay.
Could you repeat the question again, please?
How often do you exercise? Do you?
Just direct me or everybody?
Everybody?
Everybody.
Okay.
Twice a week.
Twice a week. It's very little, I think. You must do so much. And then, for example, you can jump.
Because
in Erzurum.
I have got a son.
Yeah.
He is very active and I run with him.
I know. But you can go walking with him. It can be very suitable for you. Okay? But you can walk just. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then, okay?
I do exercise by walking every day, a half hour, an half hour.
Really?
Yes.
I think it's very good for you. This is very happy.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes? Anything else? Okay, Ömer, yes please.
Every night I'm gonna go to gym.
Gym.
Yes.
You are very strong, I think. Yeah? You are perfect. You have an announcement? That's it? Okay.
I walk every day, half an hour, and do twice a week gym and step. And I play badminton with my father. Exercise is very important for my family, so
I agree with you. You're a perfect.
I play basketball too
But-
in my free time and tennis.
You are a wonderful person. yeah. You're a super.
But I'm interested in football too.
I don't believe
Come
my. Yes, that's perfect for you. But you can go on your sport, I think. Anything else, my friends? That's it? Sorry. Yes, please, my friend.
Yes, I do exercise every day,
Every day.
and I sleep, and in my sleep, I see dreams, and in my dreams, I fly, I swim, and different things.
But I think this is also very good because you can rest your brain and you can think so many things in your life. Yeah, you are also perfect.
Tamam gençler sizdeyim.
Okay. Now I have another question. How often do you go to the gym?
Just him.
Every night.
Every night.
Yalan ya. Yalan.
Do you go to the gym? You are very sporty friends.
And
Okay, how do you often watch sports on TV?
Come on.
Could you repeat the question again, please?
How do you often watch sports on TV?
I was feeling it.
Okay. And which sport do you most like to watch? Which sport? Yes.
Football, I watch only in the national match.
Oh,
Hadi yoruldum ya.
And the another one?
I like football and skiing.
I wish,
Swimming and skiing.
I wish tennis.
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Okay.
Okay. And another one?
That's so. As you know, sports play a huge role in nation's culture, and this is true in especially the U.S. Baseball, football, and soccer. Sports in U.S. are true cultural phenomenon. It's phenomenon. As you have seen, sports are a part of everyone's life in some way, whether they like it or not. It's safe to say that the life of almost every American is in some way affected by sports, and sports also reflect many aspects of cultural effects of the culture that created them. And we can see this video. You can follow this video. Sports play an important role in Turkey as well. Football, everybody likes in Turkey. Sport is one of the speciality which comes from our ancestors, immigrants, and warrior structure. Our ancestors has done several wars. Okay, but it's going with our videos.
Very loud over here.
Okay, what do you like? Okay. Is it good now?
Just be very busy.
It's good?
Serious, thank you.
Okay. Especially jurid. Do you know jurid? Jurid in English. You know jurid? Jurid is a reflection of our warrior qualification. Our ancestors place jurid when they live in their countries, I can say. Our skills on a horse, horse, everybody knows. Yes, it's also a fact of our migrant life. Migrant life. And we are okay. So I want to ask a question again. So, are there any differences or similarities between American sports culture and Turkish sport culture? Do you have any idea about this subject? Anybody? Okay.
Turkish football is better than American football because Americans can't run very good as Turkish footballs because Turkish footballs makes very much exercise, and American footballers doesn't work like Turkish footballers because that in the United States American football is much popular than Turkish country, and because of this reason American footballers are not better than Turkish footballers.
Okay.
In my opinion, sport globalized. You can see in Turkey we can play football, or in China they can't play football. All over the world, everybody shares same value of sport.
You're right.
You can see it every area. For this reason, I can't discriminate. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay. Let's start with baseball. American culture.
Now I will try to explain some information about baseball. Baseball is a bat and ball game played between two teams of 9 players who take turns batting and fielding. It has been popular for nearly 100 years in the US. Now I will try to explain how it is played. The pitcher throws the ball from the center of the pitch, and the opponent tries to hit the ball. He has 3 chances to hit the ball before they are out. If they can hit the ball, they have to run towards the next first base. If they still have time, they have to try and run towards the next base, and it's the same for 4 bases. If they manage to get the 4th and the last base, and then they get a home run, the fielding team have to get the ball and throw it from the base that the batter is running to. If the ball hits the base before the player reaches it, then they are out. Evolving from older bat and ball games, an early form of baseball was being played in England by the middle of 18th century. And this game was brought by the immigrants to the North America, where the modern version developed. By the late 19th century, baseball was recognized as a national sport of the U.S. Now it's popular in the North America, parts of Central and South America, Caribbean, South Asia, and Europe. Maestro is the best young baseball player. He is 22. He was the youngest baseball player in the American League history. Also, Babe Ruth is the greatest baseball player of all time. That's all I have.
Okay. You can explain. Ice hockey. Okay, now. My subject is ice hockey. You know something about ice hockey? You have an idea? Yes, please, my friend, tell us.
A team sport.
Team sports, you are perfect. But this is very short, I think.
I know it.
You know so many things? That's it for you?
Ice hockey is being played is a sport in ice ground.
Yeah. Have you played before? Have you tried it?
1 or 2 times.
Really?
Yes.
I think you have experienced about this ice hockey.
A little. Not
Okay.
not professional.
Okay.
Amateur.
It can be. Right now, you can listen to me and you can learn how to do this one. For example, as you know, ice hockey is being played on ice with the things, and it's a sport or game, as all said before. And then the players wear skate shoes and try to control the disc with their sticks, because they don't wear it. It can fall down. Okay. And then, as you see, the player is playing with its sticks. He's using its sticks for throwing the disc. And then, if it goes into the goal, it's called as a point, like a basket. And then ice hockey was invented by Canadian ship crews in the 19th century. It's very important, but it's very common in America right now. For example, first of all, baseball, basketball, like NBA, and then the others, ice hockey. But it's so common sport in over the world, but north country. For example, Russia, Ireland, England, and then the other countries. It's like that picture you see. You can see the picture.
That's okay.
Sorry. Okay. And then right now.
Basketball. It's so important in US.
Okay. Right now, basketball is one of the best sports over the world. And then basketball, which is played with 5 players, and is strategy and logic game. And then basketball is a team game and is so popular in the world. However, prior to everything, it was found in the USA by James Naismith. And then, as you see, this is the Wayne Wade, and then the other Kobe Bryant. They are very important player in America.
In NBA.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade is playing in Miami and Kobe Bryant is playing Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay, I have a team friends in America, and
Yeah.
I asked him to help us, and they accepted that. And let's watch a video.
As he said before, Jackson and Johnson. Let's watch a video.
Okay, let's watch a video.
This is.
I very like it.
Hello, and my name is Johnson, and I like playing basketball. And I'm a basketball player in a team. As you know, I'm an American, and basketball is our culture's main sport. For example, I can give you an idea and a proof. Michael Jordan is my friend. We played so many times with him. But I think you don't know me. Basketball is a play like this. This is not basketball ball. Never mind. I will play basketball with my friend. Do you know my friend? Yes, this is my friend. You do it? Okay, let me show you. This is basketball, not basketball. Like that. Not basket. It's not basket. Oh! Alright, man! I can play whatever you want. This is football. Mixed with basketball. Okay, for example, I can give you some girls. Come here, girls. And then basketball there.
Some friends is playing basketball. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let's watch.
You can play it, please? Yeah.
Basketball there.
You can see another basketball team. Not team, but they are playing very good. Okay, keep on.
Yes, please, you
can play it, please? Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let's watch. She's not here. She's from China. Let's get, because I can't do this, but I'll try. Again, I can't.
Sallıyor sanki.
Right now, I can say that basketball is very common sport in America. For example, when you go somewhere else in America, you can find a basketballer. And then you can find the basketballer in Turkey, but it's not very common. The football is very common. For example, like that. This is football. It's mixed. I say that. Like that. No football. Like Turks likes football, then basketball. This is ball. This is volleyball. And name and is this. Like this. Okay. Thanks for watching us. Yes. I hope so. You like that. Thank you very much for listening carefully and listening to my friend. Thank you so much. My name is Johnson. Yeah, my name is Jackson. Thank you very much.
Okay. This is NBA, you know.
And now, since then, basketball has been developed, and now it's one of the most superior games in USA. Do you have an idea about NBA? You know something? You know some player? Who's that? LeBron James. You-
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the
my
best
favorite.
basketballer, yeah? Yes, please. You know.
National Basketball Association.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. I think you have an idea.
Turkish basketball player.
Yeah, you're right.
For example, the USA is a place for NBA, as I said before. For example,
And Turkish sports. Do you know Turkish sports?
That's Türk
football. Football is not Turkish sports.
YİİT.
YİİT, you're right.
Turkish is not
Another? Wrestling, oil wrestling. You're right. What?
Weightlifting.
Okay, yes. Another? You know? Okay. More or less, you know. Jury.
Okay, now I will talk about YİİT. Do you know YİİT? Okay. YİİT is a traditional sport of Turks played since centuries. Horses were secret and indispensable for Turks. They were born, grew up, fought and died on the horse. It was first introduced to Anatolia in 1071 by the Selçuk ruler Alparslan. YİİT was played as a war game by the Ottomans after 16th century. Then became the biggest show game of the Ottoman Empire until 19th century. Being is a dangerous sport, it was banned by the second Sultan Mahmud. But after him, it was continued to be popular again and spread all over the world. Unfortunately, it was limited only the Eastern Anatolia, especially played in Erzurum, Bayburt, Kars, and Erzincan. Today, apart from Turkey, YİİT was played in Iran, Afghanistan, Turkmenistan, and the other Asian countries where people Turkish origin live. There are two opponent teams in the YİİT game, each formed by 6 or 8 or 12 players standing on opposite sides of the field and within a square of from 70 up to 130 meters. There are 3 end zones at each end of the field, and there are about 6 meters deep. Each team has owns its flag. The horses should be older than 4 years. In medium height, horse is preferred because tall horses are not suitable, quick to maneuver. Therefore, most suitable ones are Arab and Turkmen horses. Okay.
Here is Erzurum.
I couldn't understand the size of the pitch. The size of the pitch. Field.
Anlasana şaşırdım.
How big is it?
Empty field.
Empty field.
You can in empty
You
field.
can anywhere.
Anywhere.
Suitable anywhere.
Within a square field.
Like this.
I mean there is no boundaries.
Yes.
There are boundaries, no.
Okay.
There's no boundaries.
You can play free.
Yes, you can play free.
Is YİİT being played in Erzurum right now?
Yeah.
Yes. Erzincan, Kars, Bayburt, Erzurum. Especially yes.
You can see here is an Erzurum.
Yes.
Okay.
International field.
I don't know.
This is ordinary team. Yeah, this is not international. For example, wherever you go in Turkey, you can find.
Pakistan, and
Niye?
Far East.
Yeah.
Asia.
Yeah.
They play it.
This is far from here, Turkey, but we have a Turkey dream team. Yeah, this is international, but this is not traditional. International. This is ordinary team.
Okay.
Seriously.
You're welcome.
And the last subject is landscape.
Do you know this sport?
This is Turkish traditional sport.
Landscape is the most enjoyable sport in other snow sports. It's special for Turks, and in winter some people ski with land. Do you know land?
Yes.
This is land.
the smallest version.
Yeah.
You can sit it and you can slide.
Şşt, getir oturacağım.
This is a kitchen device, but some people uses it as a sky device. And while you ski with it, you enjoy yourself. And land ski's route is not known, but not only do the children this sport, but also adults can do this sport. And of course, while you do land ski, land accidents can be occurred, so you must be careful.
Okay.
That's all.
Do you like land ski?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Have you ever tried it, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Every
As
winter.
a child.
As a child. Can you explain us?
In my childhood, my friends and I often ski.
In your
bed.
village? Enjoyable?
Yes. It must be very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable.
With Leah.
Yes.
Yes.
And
We also use a metal for skiing. Metal.
Yes.
Another one? I have another video about the subject. This is another friend.
Americans don't like football. So which American sport is for me? But of course Americans do like football. Just not the same football that you, I, and 6.4 billion other people on this planet play. Americans consider our football to be primarily for women and homosexuals. Instead they have their own football, or American football. It doesn't really use feet as much or a proper ball. There's no doubt that Americans are the best and only country that play it. Whatever. But wait, do you like tailored pants? Do you like polo shirts? Do you like baseball caps? Are you a bit racist? Then you'll love golf. Golf can be played by anyone, rich or wealthy, man or male, white or non-black. Hell, you don't even need to be any good or fit. Golf is the only sport you can play where you can chop a burger and drink a beer at the same time. Golf was invented in Scotland. You may be wondering where's the best sport to take a first date. Well, if that first date is your sister, the answer is NASCAR. NASCAR fans love their vehicles so much, many of them choose to actually live in them. As a spectacle, it may seem dangerous, environmentally irresponsible, and as risky as a priest putting his computer in for a service. But NASCAR is now the second most popular sport here in America. So if you like your women like you like your cars, fast, pimped, and repeatedly knocked up, then you'll love NASCAR. Americans don't like to discriminate against minority groups, which is why they've created a sport specifically for giants. It's called basketball, and the idea is to get this ball through a hoop with the aid of your fellow giants. If you have a spare 2.5 hours, why not take in a game? Or if you only have a spare 2.5 minutes, why not take in the only meaningful part of the game, the end? If you like the idea of whizzing around on ice at high speeds with a giant stick in your hand and razor blades on your feet, then you're probably mentally ill or Canadian. But Americans like ice hockey too. The idea is to put one of these pucks in your opponent's goal without suffering severe concussion. If you don't think ice hockey is dangerous enough, you might want to consider Quidditch.
So I'm fat. Physically I'm fit. I drink lots of beer, do tons of drugs. There couldn't possibly be a sport for me.
Wrong! You're perfect for baseball. Baseball is the greatest of all American sports, and it couldn't be any simpler. You stand on a plate and try and hit a ball with your bat. If you make contact, great. If you don't, there's a good chance you'll probably still progress to first base. An evening baseball game could last several hours, which is why most baseball players come already dressed in their pajamas. Asshole!
Okay. And any question? Any question about the subject? Sports in US,
Any of
sports in Turkey. Any sports you can.
Any sports. Don't you have an idea in this video or in this presentation? You are so silent, man.
Come on.
That's us.
That's it for us. Thank you very much.
Okay, you can.
You don't talk about American football, but American football
Soccer?
is important to like basketball or baseball. They have a special day when there is a final match from American football. It's called Super Bowl, and it's very important. Do you know why it's so important for the American people?
Americans likes the soccer, then the real football, English football. It's main country in England, but American likes more than the football, soccer. And our subject is sports in US.
We were going to say something about your speech, but we canceled it because our speech will be so long. So we cut it down. Okay.
It's not related. As far as I know, football is more important in England than in America.
But it's called American football.
It's baseball, not
Soccer.
baseball, soccer.
Not soccer. You know the
You know, our rugby.
football.
You say rugby.
Football.
I know.
Yes,
Rugby. Yeah. But our subject is limited with this sports, so I'm so sorry.
I think rugby is popular in Europe.
I know, I agree with you, but this is very common in ABD, USA, I'm sorry, because it belongs to USA. It's traditional with America.
Which one are you talking about?
Rugby.
Rugby.
Yeah. It's common in England, but it's more common in USA.
Common Europe.
Common as well.
Yeah.
Yes, true.
Yes, please.
Can you explain us curling?
Curling. I don't have any idea because I haven't experienced about this sports. Do you have an idea, Muhammed?
I have no idea curling, but there is a film about curling. Do you know Super? In Turkey? Yeah, you can watch. Learn about it. Okay, anybody?
I'm wondering, how many teams are in NHCAP?
What?
NHCAP. Do you know NHCAP? NHCAP, National Hockey League.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes?
For example, I can say that 20 team in ice hockey league. Yeah? You know something about this team? You can say me something about this team? Yeah, do you have an idea? Okay. Yes, please. For example, you can count everything about this team.
Yes, Denver Cardinals.
Oh, everything. Yes.
Everything.
Yeah, you can go on.
It's not my subject, this is your subject.
This is our for example, this is our subject, but this is limited for our speech.
But
yeah, but I can say that we are ready to present our speech. You don't care our speech, yeah?